It's day 8. Our coverage of the Montana's Brier continues from here in Kelowna. Tonight, 4 teams take to the ice here in Kelowna. However, just 2 will move on. Win, and your journey continues. Lose, and you go home. The Page Qualifiers continue. And all of it happening here at Prospera Place as the crowd makes its way in for this Friday night must-win situation. It's curling's version, really, of Survivor. 2 teams will be kicked off the island by the time the evening is through. As we do say hello, Canada, welcome back to Kelowna. Joe Russ. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. It all wound up yesterday, the 7 days of round robin, 18 teams, of course, in 2 pools, and this is how it wound up. In Pool A, on top of the table, there's Dunstone, then Gushue, and Carruthers picked up the 3rd spot by virtue of his round robin win over John Epping. Meanwhile, Jacobs, McEwen, and Purcell, he won the 3rd spot with a win over Moybrook of Whitby, Ontario. So those are your 6 who are alive going into today. And in one of the games, it was Gushue, defending champion, Brad Jacobs, and this was in the 9th.
Neither team able to score multiple points with the hammer until the 9th, and it was 2 heavy draws from Brad Jacobs. Gushue with a chance to make a tap for 3. He made no mistake, and that's what won him the game.
And so Gushue picks up the win to advance to the Page playoff, the 1-2 game. And now the other game featured Mike McEwen against Dunstone in the 6th.
Just an absolute rocket here to get by. He has to sneak the guard here. It's a steal, and that changes the entire game. He has to take the paint off the side of this thing to actually keep the back one in play. Fix it clean for 2.
So that was the win for Dunstone. So he too now is on to that 1-2 Page playoff game. And the key there is the winner of that goes right through to Sunday's final. Setting up now must-win games tonight as McEwen has to rebound against Reed Carruthers, while Jacobs will go against Halifax and Purcell. The interesting thing about Reed Carruthers is that he has not played now in 48 hours. Last game was Wednesday night against Dunstone.
Had to wait until yesterday afternoon to be confirmed, knowing that he would have a life today. He has spent the last day getting ready for this game. They are rested, they are excited, they are energized. They will be very tough tonight.
Now when it comes to McEwen, it's all about his defense. If he's got that, then he's in good shape.
They figured out early last year when they played the Bonspiel circuit that their team DNA is hit, and more hits. It's all about defense. Defense wins championships, and all 4 of them, the Marsh brothers, Colton, they're all really good at it. So interestingly, the 2 games they lost, there was a pile of rocks every end. They have to keep it open. They'll be fine.
All right. Scenario simple. You win, you're going to play again. You lose, you're going home from Kelowna. You got to get it by that card. Now bring it over, straighten it out. Oh my goodness, now sit down for the win.
Great team shot.
What a curling shot.
It's incredible.
Mike McEwen comes through the hole for a possible 3. Still nothing yet, all on its own. Oh, he got it through. My goodness, Mike McEwen. Magic Mike comes through.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
We're expecting a sellout here at Prospera Place. Just the 2 sheets in play. We're featured game, of course, is Carruthers McEwen. Kathy, who else is on the ice?
Well, for Brad Jacobs this afternoon, that was his 10th consecutive playoff loss. He is, in fact, 2-13 in playoff games since he won in 2013. And you'd think they might have been worried about rocks and stones. Well, they left the building and said, we will just throw everything Dunstone through this afternoon. Let's see if it works. And for Owen Purcell, well, this is a Cinderella story. He is playing with house money, the first Nova Scotia skip to ever be in the playoffs. And so for him, what's the key? Well, he is one of only 4 skips this week that has a better draw percentage than hits. He will need that draw weight.
Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Manitoba champions, they are from the Granite, the legendary Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. Skipped by Reed Carruthers and backed up by Connor Negevan, Catlin Schneider, and BJ Neufeld. Team McEwen, last year's runner-up from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, skipped by Mike McEwen, with the Marsh brothers, Daniel and Kevin, and Colton Flash at third. And it will be McEwen that has the yellow and the last rock. Better record, 7-1 compared to the 6-2 of Carruthers, so he gets them both. And so Reed Carruthers is out, has the brush down just outside the edge of the 8 for his lead. Connor Negevan to get us underway on a must-win Friday night.
Line's good.
The TSN top 50 shots of all time. We have to kick out about 10 of them because we saw at least 10 this afternoon on those 2 sheets. Just incredible shot making.
Try to get a 2.
Come on, Beach.
So many close games this week, especially in the second half of that round robin. You think about half an inch here or there, how much that makes a difference.
Exactly. Yeah, look at Jacobs. Jacobs makes that double. He's 2 up. He made it and jammed it. He's 1 down. That was the difference.
It was pretty quick this way, actually.
Line's good.
It's pretty quick in practice.
Run should be fine. 13-9. Should be good. Yep, Cup. Yep.
Seen this play quite a bit from Mike McEwen this week. Hammer in the first end. They like to go to the open side.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Reed Carruthers.
Well, they're going to need an early read on the ice. They haven't been out there for a few days, so they need to get a handle on exactly what the sheet is doing compared to Mike, who just got off the ice. And double centers. You know that Mike McEwen is going to play this exact shot, this winger with the hammer to try to keep things open, put up 2 centerline guards and force the issue.
Okay, Connor. 9 seconds. Hey, wait's good.
And now the keys for Mike McEwen.
Well, hit the best guard. What I mean by that is when that Joe just said, the long one and the short one get stacked up the middle, Saskatchewan does a wonderful job of digging out that tight guard, which is the dangerous one. That allows him to play more weight for the rest of the end, which is what they're good at, and more of the same. They lost in an extra in 1 game to Alberta. 90% this afternoon. They're really not doing anything wrong, Vic. Just keep doing what they're doing.
Line's good.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Sponge Towels. Yep. Absorb life.
Yep.
All of it.
Good.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes you get off the ice after a loss and you didn't play well, you got beat, and there's a lot to kind of feel bad about. You have to think that Team Saskatchewan would still be very confident heading into this game despite the last 2 losses. I wouldn't really call it a skid for them. They've been playing great.
No, and they were 7-0 before that.
Just 2 really well-played games, and
Clean.
an inch here and there is the difference.
Yep. Good. Shot, Cat.
Good shot, Catlin. Good shot.
You've been pretty gradual here, Ted. Like what we saw in those other games.
I didn't do a whole lot. Pretty good. Good. Hair down.
I don't think it's down.
Okay, good. Good.
Kevin will go into the house and hold the brush for Mike McEwen, leaving Colton Flash and brother Daniel on the brush.
Solid board.
Control.
Same way.
Yeah, I like same ice too.
So everything being played away from that center.
I was a hair down.
Weight was good.
Did he say
weight was
control?
fine.
No, he wants the same weight, he said.
Oh.
Weight was fine. Clean. Weight's
Yep.
good.
Little bit. Little bit.
Clean. Yep.
Yep. Clean.
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 Yep. Clean. Whoa.
Connor McEwen.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Nice cat. Shot.
5 rock rule, 10 ends, have to play minimum of 8. 38 minutes, 1 60-second timeout, and the no tick rule, of course. Center guards on the line. Center line cannot be removed until the 5th stone has been played.
Hair big. Yep. Hair big. Hard. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Good. Hard. It's good. Hard. Come on. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Beauty. And where will that spill?
Good shot.
And it does go back to edge of the 8.
The first shot of the game is always a little bit of adrenaline out. The fresh pebble that could have been overthrown and jammed and possibly stayed in the rings. Really good speed control there. I just think this McEwen team is going to build off of last year.
Yep.
And to me, it was rarefied air for them last year to get to the final. Played well in the final.
Yep.
And they've got just as good a chance as anybody winning this thing.
Well, the additional thing last year was that it was being played in Regina.
True.
And that was 5,000 extra men on the ice.
Oh, was it ever? I mean,
they fed off that, to be sure.
yeah, I mean, to see a skip feed off the crowd. I don't think I've ever seen someone have their performance elevated as much as they did as Mike McEwen that week.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Whoa.
Easy now,
Yeah, so I mean, it really was exceptional for him to be at home. The Richardsons, Ernie was there and watching. I imagine how the place would have exploded. Saskatchewan winning the first time since 1980 in Rick Folk.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a magical week for them, just falling short.
You saw in the graphic, though, this is familiar territory for them playing in this game. They lost that 1-2 qualifier last year and still got all the way to the final.
Yep. Solid board. Yep. Solid board. Yep.
That's okay.
Board.
It's not great number.
Hard.
2 or more, scoring 2 or more with a last rock.
Right up. Yep. Right up. Okay.
It was Jacobs and his team that came into this afternoon's game at 59%, and then they failed to get any conversions in 4 different attempts. So that number's come down.
Flash was 11.
What's that?
Flash was an 11.
Yeah.
You got it.
The game that got Reed into this, in my opinion, was the game against Epping. That was the difference. He ended up tied. He beat them, and Reed made 3 shots. We talked about the next draw in our opening. He made 3 absolute perfect rolls, and here's a chance to do it again.
So you can imagine they did not play yesterday. They were in the room watching on TV. And as Reed says, we got a little loud, and we were worried that somebody might complain. And then immediately after they celebrated, he said, I had to go to the grocery store to get some more provisions because we knew we were going to stay a little longer here. So, yeah.
Such a strange scenario to not play the last round robin draw and have the whole day off. I ran into Catlin outside of the arena after that afternoon draw wrapped up, and he just looks so happy. The joy. Live to fight another day.
Well, of course, that also happened when Dunstone was the winner over Guju.
That's exactly how it happened.
Had it turned around, then it would have gone to the last rock draw numbers, and Carruthers would not be in this.
Exactly. You go from grudge match, crazy tight game against Dunstone the one night, just barely lost it, to cheering for Dunstone the next day. That's how the format works.
Yeah, that's right.
Then a curl at the end there.
5. I think this will be really close. Yeah. I think I can take even a little less.
Love to get this roll over. No one's kind of been to the other side of the sheet, so even if Reed overrolls this and shows half on the other side.
Kind of weight, Reed?
Easy.
Set.
Easy.
Okay.
Try to force McEwen into a new path.
It's a good idea.
We're trying to roll.
So you saw just the 2 sheets in play compared to the 4 during the round robin that ended last night. And then as of tomorrow, we'll be down to just the 1.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Weight's nice.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Hard. You got a chance.
Whoa.
Pause.
Curl. Whoa. Curl.
Hard.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl.
Oh, great shot. That Rama?
Well, that's really pretty.
Good shot.
He's right behind that center guard. Look at that.
But he makes so many of those. And again, it's that nice, soft, controllable weight where you've got directional brushing at your best.
Whoa. Curl.
Hard.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl.
Oh, great shot.
That Rama?
Shoot.
Shot Rama.
Can you chase this and lose your shooter, Russ?
Well, it looks with the ice, they're going to try, but it's not easy.
He has a sliver of it.
Yeah.
The guard is... I mean, there's time to curl past the guard.
Pick the right speed here. You got to be fairly firm to get the roll, as you point out, but that makes that guard get in the way. Maybe a control.
Yep. Good. Hard. Yep. Good. Hard. Whoa. Curl. Straight. Curl. Clean. Curl. Clean. Good.
Got it.
Good, Mike. Great shot.
Oh, just hit what he could see. That's blank number 13 in the event, and that is the most of any team. It is must win. Friday night page qualifiers here at Kelowna. Coverage of the Montana's Brier as we welcome you back to Prospera Place. Kathy is keeping her eye on the other game. Nova Scotia, the team from Halifax, Owen Purcell against Brad Jacobs, the Glencoe. Jacobs trying to rebound after losing to Team Canada earlier today. Our game is Reed Carruthers against Mike McEwen. The blank in 1 means that once again McEwen and his team from the Nutana and Saskatoon have the last drop. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone. So center up, corner up, around they go. Carruthers, and now McEwen uses his corner.
Felt like a throw you 14-5?
Whenever.
Yeah, like 14-3 to 14-5. You like that? 14-3 to 14-5? Yeah.
All right. Update us on Nova Scotia and Alberta.
Well, just a very interesting tactical approach by Brad Jacobs this end. He was already lying shot on his first, and he elected to hit a Nova Scotia stone that was second shot at the back of the house. Owen came down to it, and so now Brad has to chase that hidden stone. I was surprised perhaps that he didn't draw to lie 2 buried.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's got a tough one.
He's got a tough one. He needs to get to the face and tap it back to score 2.
Hebert.
Go ahead and curl, guys. Go ahead and curl.
Gallant. Kennedy calling line.
12-6. Nice weight, Brad. I think so, yeah.
And that works for 2. Meanwhile, Carruthers goes back and deep.
Now, here comes the team DNA we spoke about. All 4 in this team can throw it accurately and hard.
Kevin Marsh, and will drive it by.
Okay. It's not bad.
Double guards their own rock. Not bad.
I don't think so.
Can I hit him and roll with it?
I'd like you to try and roll for a guard.
Like hit and roll with the intern?
Yeah.
You're just going just a hair high.
3/4 low.
You ever like hitting low with the in and rolling them both the center? Or at least one of them?
Pretty hard to kill this then.
We're not.
You gotta think about their peel 3/4.
You have to throw it pretty hard.
Sure.
Okay. So 7/8 inside.
Yeah.
I like Catlin's call here, because if he hits it a little on the right side, 2 rocks should slide towards center and possibly guard, but that's the weakest shot for Catlin this week for whatever reason, whether it's the broom in the wrong spot or it's mechanics.
Whoa.
Catlin Schneider.
Curl.
Last year playing for BC.
Curl.
Skipped them to a 4-4 record.
Yep.
And trying to roll it over and doesn't cover it.
That would be a bad spin.
If it does spin, and it will not.
Good shot. He rolled one of them in where he wanted it.
Oh, let's try to. Normal.
Okay, I like that.
Normal.
Yeah.
Whoa. Good. Whoa, yep. Whoa.
Good.
Yep. Whoa.
Oh.
Never.
Never.
Roll. Right over.
And he'll drive it by. Shot rock at
Okay.
the back. It remains Carruthers.
Trying to roll behind our guard.
You can learn so much watching these teams, and that it was a double, but it wasn't overthrown. So many young players will go, well, I better throw a bullet to kill the 2 enemy rocks. They missed what they wanted, but they rolled and kept some separation with the 2 yellows, which could come in handy here. Learning how to miss, it's huge.
BJ Neufeld.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hard.
Oh, they're going to get something? Yes. And they're going to hang around.
A little bit, keep going around.
They do.
Good shot.
Good shot, Beach. Good shot, BJ.
Or you roll it big. Yeah.
Big's good, isn't it?
Gonna hit and roll off that one, but.
I mean, honestly, nose is okay. Okay.
Is it?
I don't mind that. Okay.
He has the double, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't.
No? Okay.
Good jam.
Okay. All right.
Board.
Play the nose here. The McEwen yellow rocks will be grouped, but it's about a third of a rock double, and it would probably jam in the back of the 8-foot, I think, is what they're thinking.
That's what they're thinking.
Carl.
Colton Flash.
Straight.
And to drive it by, he is the shot rock. They are the shot rock, McEwen.
To your point, you hit a half, which is what all the curlers love to aim at. It is directing back towards the red. You'd have to hit it very thin to get it across the top. It's not worth it.
I was just thinking the double, maybe. Can we make the double or no?
I think it's jamming.
Okay.
I'm seeing like normal out.
Sure. Okay.
It's tough when you don't have hammer, because you desperately want to take away that 2-ender. Reed's trying to be patient here. A little hit and roll on top. They can get out of this.
Curl. Clean.
BJ Neufeld, late addition to this team just prior to the Manitoba Provincials.
Yep. Whoa.
And roll it up and gear away.
Throw.
They are shot rock, though.
Right in between, roll farther or less.
Normal. Okay.
I just threw down here, so yeah.
Lead. Whoa.
Good.
Whoa. Carl. Straight. Carl. Whoa. Carl.
Yeah, it's a curl. It might stick.
And spinning. And it does stick around.
Flash got away with one there.
Like a normal, can't roll over the top.
Normal, I would say you can't roll over top.
It's like a normal to me then.
Yeah. Like half a rock?
Yeah. Like probably something like that. This is
Many
looking pretty
teams would
straight.
throw
Like,
peel here.
Can I get away with this maybe?
Make the double. Reed hits it a little
I
thick.
think this is close.
It'll go
Yeah.
past that left-hand one and out of the ring. So by throwing normal, if he hits it a little thick, it might roll it right on top of it.
Normal.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't get to right on top of it, at least it gets a little closer.
Yeah.
Try to get them grouped for the next one.
If you pick the right weight, you're going to make a lot more shots.
Yeah. Stay limber. It might be somewhere sweeping it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Hard.
Really hard.
Really got to go, bud. Hard.
Negative.
Hard.
Okay.
And gets to the nose.
I think he just caught that one a little bit. It was hard out of his hand.
Had to be.
You don't want to be wide there and miss it thin. You want to use your sweepers on those.
Well, big board. Okay. So the only thing with board is we'll be close to that. Like I'm wondering, control. At least if I do roll there, I stay up. Okay, control. You know what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
The harder he throws this hit and roll, the higher it'll be in front of the tee line.
I like control, just in case I roll behind the guard, I won't be. I
like that.
I should be above the tee.
Oh, you'd be above the tee with control.
If I throw board, I could be actually maybe low a bit.
Yeah, you'll easily be above the tee with control. Let's try to roll big though if we can. But
how's that ice lug? Is that min?
I think so.
Yeah, a little more.
Well, I think we can hold it pretty good too. Just control, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll throw this good, so it'll move.
Okay. Speed's full.
I don't really want to roll buried here. They're happy to roll all the way to the other side of the rings.
No.
Whoa! No, well, Curl.
They managed one conversion in the 5th against Dunstone earlier today.
Nose it. Straight. Clean. East.
Sorry, guys.
And they'll sit there.
Hey, it's about a quarter?
Yeah, it's like a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go out and peel now. Peel and just give me just a bit of air.
You could take on the hit and roll, but the way these teams can dig out those buried rocks, I think this is why he's going for the very dangerous thin double here.
The double.
Sounds good, Rama.
Yeah, quarter rock, so you have to let go. You're just hitting a piece of the rock.
I think Reed rolled that first one. So you're right. He's got to be careful here. We've seen a few just track. Might be a little wider than where the straight spot is.
Final stone for Reed Carruthers and his team from the Granite. Number 10 in Canada coming in.
Whoa, girl!
Now, here's Schneider. Got one. Oh, and he just goes underneath. And so it will be an open draw for 2.
That was hard to do.
Ball thrown, Ram.
Unbelievable.
Sorry,
Ball thrown.
He was calling curl, just didn't quite get off of it in time.
You just assume when you're hitting it that thick, any redirect, you're going to make it. Great throw.
I like same as your draw the button. Yeah, it's 14.5. So I'm timing everything basically.
Brad Jacobs, top of the draw numbers at 92%.
Yep. It's okay. Just gotta go. It's okay. It's okay.
Paint.
Yeah, it's pretty hard on it.
And there it is. So that missed double results in 2 for McEwen. Simple. You win, you move on. If you should lose this evening, your time in Kelowna will come to an end. Welcome back on this Friday night to Prospera Place and our coverage of the Montana's Brier. 2 teams have already moved on, of course. That was earlier today, Matt Dunstone and the defending champion, Team Canada, Brad Gouju. So they'll meet in the 1-2 page playoffs. That'll come your way tomorrow night. The 2 winners of this will play tomorrow in the 3-4 page playoff. It's a tough road coming through this side of things. You'll have to win 4 in a row if you hope to be crowned the champion. So that was a big miss for Carruthers. McEwen gets his deuce. We go to the 3rd, and for the first time in the game, Reed Carruthers has last rock, has the hammer, playing the Redstones.
The other option for Reedy would have been come around top 8-ish like you saw Team Gouju do earlier today, but Jacobs managed to
too much.
dig it out every single time, so that's why they went for the thin double.
Line's fine.
Okay.
Nothing's safe.
So close to making it.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Little hot. Line's good. Whoa. Little hot. Line's good. Little hot.
Close.
Little hot still.
Coming off.
Back four. Tight.
Yeah.
Hard. Hard. Oh, maybe push it open. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay.
They pushed it a little bit out from under cover.
It's okay, Kev.
It was a tricky way to come into the rings. With the way that it curls, you'd have to narrowly miss that corner guard to get buried around the rock in the top 12. I thought they might have just gone the wide entrance side on the left-hand side of the screen.
Board this way.
Sure.
Second end after Jacobs opened with a couple. Now it's Ursel with last rock.
Well, he set this up being very patient, going around the corner guard, but Team Jacobs very effective at running stones back, digging them out. On Owen's first, he tried to tap that red stone that little bit to get shot, but it was a little bit too light and over curled. He's trying to get to about half of the exposed red, move his stone in the house enough, and maybe spin the shooter into lie 2.
Nova Scotia champions from the Halifax Curling Club. And did you get enough? Oh,
my
he does.
goodness.
He comes off his own and then gears in for the single.
So close to getting 2.
Great call by Saunders there.
Luke Saunders in the house for this championship team.
That's better.
Hey, line's good.
Close. Easy. Really close here.
Little hot. Little hot. Little hot. Still a hair hot. Yep. Get by that. Okay.
Nice. Boy.
Good.
Would have gone tick and probably been wide open even with that light weight. Just got it by that top one.
Freeze the nose is real good.
I could get to nose too if you want.
Can we just freeze the yellow here too? Yeah, I like that.
I like
Even
that.
if we come and just tickle ours a little and stay in front, that's good too.
You don't have to because we still have this. I think this is great.
Yeah, you're right, BG. If we just tickle our red and roll in front.
Just ever so slightly.
If you want to tickle the top red too far, you'll set up a red double.
I think I'm throwing you guys more like a 15 though. With
I think that'll be
sweep,
close. Yeah,
right?
15 will be close.
Is that good? Line's
good. Top 12.
Take a look. Take a look.
Easy.
Too much room.
Weight's good.
Where's the weight?
We're there. Top
Whoa,
4.
then.
It's got to curl.
Weights. Top
Has
4.
to curl.
Okay.
Knife. Clean. Whoa.
Nice shot, Calvin.
Oh, it's real good.
Nice shot,
Chuck.
buddy. Good eyes, Steve. Shot, pal.
It's good.
Beach.
Now this is just the second time
That side's
these
really
two
sensitive.
teams meet on tour. They
Not much, eh?
played
Little
once, and it was a win by McEwen.
Let's go around it all. We
Yeah.
have to unlock that.
What
like,
do you
stay on
do
top of it
here?
and Move it a bit.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Can't hit either reds.
I think we just got to go around it all, you guys.
Yeah, and I don't think you can't make it around on the left-hand side.
No.
Love to go around the rock top 8 foot, but that guard's in the way.
Top 8 or top 12, yeah. So, yeah,
14-4 G-line.
It'll probably finish a little bit harder in there than the out.
It's that or fire this in.
I like going around it.
Okay.
Have to go wider for this one. Only the third end. You'd think it might be a little bit slower out this wide, but you can't go too deep here.
Quite a bit.
It's all heavy.
Line.
Quite a bit.
Line's good.
Heavy.
Line. Back 8. Whoa. Line's good. Back 8. Line's good.
Line only though, it's heavy.
Line's good. Back 8. Yep. Can't go. Whoa. Don't need to. It's lost.
Harsh Brothers don't even put a brush to it. And it'll finally settle.
Not bad.
Back edge of the 8. As you might expect, two skips from Winnipeg have had a lot of history, and you think about what Carruthers has done to McEwen in the Manitoba finals, and then McEwen doing it to Carruthers, they were also teammates in 4 Brier appearances, but this is the first time they meet against each other in the Brier. Brothers from the Granite in Winnipeg, and Mike McEwen, of course, wearing the Saskatchewan green of the Nutana in Saskatoon.
Good guess on Colton's come around, and it does outcount the res at the top of the rings.
Hair light? Okay.
How's the weight? Go ahead. Weight's good.
Seeing only
How's line?
hit a path a couple times, the speed does improve.
It's remarkable how hidden that is, that stone by Colton Flash. I mean, it's right in behind.
Yeah, it over curled about 16 inches once it got by the rock that's nearly on the button.
Look at where it is. Center line.
Split tee. Split tee.
Nice shot.
And split tee they do to sit the 2. And they do have the last rock here in this third.
What a brilliant setup they got going here.
You know, for a team that's had 2 days off, Catlin Schneider makes the perfect freeze. BJ makes the perfect come around. Not showing any signs of rust.
There you go. Colton Flash. Daniel. Bang. And he'll take out his own in the back.
Now, if they want, they've got an intern soft waiter to sit 4. 3 buried.
Hey, bud.
Just hit it a hair too thick.
They did practice twice today, this Carruthers team. They practiced this morning.
What's the easiest
and
to
then
just
they
make
practiced maybe about a couple of hours before game time.
Easy, yeah, okay.
And they matched both sets of stones just in case they weren't sure who they were going to end up playing. So they were prepared for both.
Clean. Yep. Go heavy. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Don't
Whoa.
think you can sit 4. You gotta hit this pretty thin.
Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go.
Straight, straight.
Good shot.
Wow, very nice angle to back, and out they go. Kathy, you've got the info on the stones.
Well, that second practice you referred to, Vic, is a 20-minute allocation that teams get to select the stones. And so you're right. Reed Carruthers took all 16 and threw them all, winding up with 4 from C and 4 from D, keeping in mind that on this sheet, because they're on C, they can only choose at this point from this and the adjacent sheet, and the other game does the other 2. McEwen chose 6 from D, 2 from C. I dug into what the Gushu team had done before. They also chose from 6 from D and 2 from C, the same stones. And so that tells you that the people that are tracking are finding some very good stones, and all the top teams know it.
And Gushu with those stones was a winner earlier today over Jacobs. And the big end was the 9th when they scored 3.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa. No. Whoa. Whoa. Come on.
And we'll get rid of 1.
Okay. Better.
Better, yeah.
That was tricky.
Throw Mike.
Yeah, I think it's full 4.
Yeah, would have had to just sneak by the guard by a millimeter to make the double, I think.
I guess if you're going to put it in an ideal spot, it's kind of like here. He will freeze, though. Freeze our top one? Yeah. I think he freezes my shot. If I leave him a juicy freezer on the guard. Well, I don't want him to be able to hit this and be shot round. That's no good. Okay, so then let's go a little deeper. Yeah, I think it's full 4. Okay. Yeah, 3/4 in the 4 foot. Yeah, perfect. Right there.
You know each other so well.
Yeah, Reed and Mike teammates for 4 years. BJ and Mike teammates for 12 years.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I mean, the fact that, as BJ said, Reed was never my best friend here when on the ice, right? They played against each other for so long. And he needed a place to play, and the call went out and said, okay, yeah, come on in. And we'll try to get through this season. Carruthers, though, said, too, you know, you're talking about McEwen being a defensive team. Carruthers thinks that that their team is a bunch of grinders, too. He's never going to win games, he says, by 4 or 5. He's always just going to try and nickel and dime you to death.
And same thing with Mike McEwen. They've got all kinds of offense too, and when push comes to shove, that hitting ability separates them from a lot of teams.
And that's a good sign. What you just saw there as the event has progressed. Carruthers getting much better at converting 2 or more with last rock.
Yep. Easy. No.
Great shot, Reed.
Very nice, boys. Right around. Well, listening to BJ Neufeld.
Sorry, that's a good spot.
Exactly where they wanted that one.
Brilliant brushing.
Drawing for 2. Exactly. Yeah.
What kind of way you like?
Dream end here. You need a perfect hit and roll, or you're giving up 3 here.
Okay, let's do it.
Board weight.
Yeah.
Should be a little bit of movement.
Dodge those guards.
Did you get a time on mine, bud?
I didn't.
Okay,
No.
that's okay.
Bet you 14.5-ish, probably.
Yeah. They were saying they wanted me to throw like a 6, so felt like I threw something.
Couple options here for Mike. He could freeze the one that reaches through. They're deciding to just roll in for second shot. Either way, it's a draw for 2 for Team Carruthers.
Right. Less risk this way.
Good.
Whoa, close. Yep.
Mike McEwen and his last. Right now it is Carruthers.
Hard.
And Manitoba sitting 3.
Curl. Get it under.
And underneath. That's a beauty. Goodness gracious.
It should save them a point.
Beauty. Great shot.
Great shot. Slide call.
He had a couple of rocks to roll underneath, but if any piece would have been poking out on either side, Carruthers would have chased it.
Seen a lot of great hit and rolls this week.
But I think we can be to the nose of it. You guys like the same?
Yeah, same throw is perfect. Yeah, you got it, Rama.
They're playing down to it. They think they can move it, do they?
No.
Or just drawing the 4.
Straight draw, Vic.
Yeah, Reed was just taking a look to see if his draw comes to the face of his first draw, if there'll be second shot, and he said that they can.
All righty.
So they don't have to go any wider. They can take the same line.
Draw for 2. Weaving it up here in the 3rd.
Yeah, me too.
They want the same line.
Yeah,
We can go to our
Touch wider.
Yeah, a little bit.
Touch wider line.
Wait's perfect. Wait's perfect.
Catlin Schneider.
Touch wider line, not on ours yet.
Easy.
Oh boy, Rama.
Nice shot, Reed. Very nice.
It's that time. It's the time. 2 head.
2 it is. On this Friday night, Prospera is in front of a sold-out crowd. We're tied at 2. Here we go. Draw for a couple. Put it over. You going to get there? Oh, he is. That's 2 honeys.
Good way.
What an opportunity. The split here for a possible 3. Bump that one. Oh, you got it in. There it is for 3. Looks like Saskatchewan is sitting 3, which would tie it. What do you got? Get it by that one now, too. They did, and move it far enough. Oh, goodness. Canada in a spot to possibly get 2. Got it. 1. Yes, sit down to 2. My goodness, where did that come from? Short run back. Can you score a couple here? Clean it. And there are 2 more. And it's a win and a 6th Canadian championship for Brad Guzzo. Yeah, the droughts, huh? When you think about Rick Folk in 80 and Stoughton in 11. Interestingly, Reed Carruthers was on that team, of course, when Stoughton won. And even for Jean-Michel Menard, Quebec 06, he was here, skipping the Quebec side. Mark Dacey in 04, Macaulay 2000. So it's been a while for some of the teams hoping to end their droughts. as we welcome you back. Tied at 2. We go to the 4th now, and it's Saskatchewan's McEwen with Lastrock has the hammer, playing the yellow stone.
Just like board.
So the setup. So
Okay, this should be
Carruthers went center line. McEwen goes corner, and then Carruthers put up another guard trying to block the corner come around, but they threaded the needle. Managed to get around the corner anyways. Really nice draw by Dan Marsh.
Good. Yep. Good. Whoa. Good. Straight. Whoa. A little white. No, wait. Big goal.
Don't line up. Yep. Okay.
Fine.
That's not bad.
I love how aggressive they play to open up the center. Nice soft weight, kill the enemy rock, rolled over and double. They might have gotten lucky with the way they lined up, but would have been double guarded, hooked.
Does the same shot that I threw 2 ends ago?
I think we got to do something over there. It's always going to be a problem for us.
Worried about it.
It'll pull.
I might go across the top. I don't know. I don't love leaving those there. They got 3 corners.
Yeah, I think you got to just
try to. You like this?
Even if it jams, that's okay.
Yeah, here low.
If anything, maybe half a stone.
Okay, well.
These are close enough that it'll drag to the left of where it's aiming. It looks like it's going to maybe go through the hole between the shot rock and the yellow, but if Catlin hits it on the center line side, it should drag enough to make contact with that buried yellow.
Yep.
Alberta is the leader with 29 titles.
Gotta go.
And just misses on the way through.
Way too thin.
Kathy, you had to wonder about Brad Jacobs maybe coming out with a little anger.
Yes. And
is he taking it out on Purcell?
Well, he is, but you know what? Nova Scotia never missed a shot this end, but they also never made a roll. And on his first, Brad Jacobs made a very nice soft weight hit and roll under, so Owen couldn't see anything and was facing 2. He tried to corner freeze, but just rubbed off, and that is what Brad Jacobs is aiming at. If he can tap it back, 3 is on the board.
12.5. Little light. Still light.
Clean, yep. Just clean as long as you're through. You're perfect.
Okay.
Nice cup.
Check up, Deke.
Running turn.
For 3. So already more points in this one than they scored against Team Canada, getting only 4. And they failed to make any conversions. 2 or more points with Last Rock, and they've already done it twice. Up 5-1.
Yep. Whoa, girl.
Fall through.
Girl.
Fall through.
McEwen. And little gear up. And they'll remain shot. Carruthers.
Clean to make.
Did you throw this in the second? Or Mike?
You did. Love to roll center line side with that red one. Then when McEwen's team hits it, they roll over and set up a yellow double. Now Colton can roll right across and have some separation if he's perfect.
It's good. Yep. Whoa. Good. Whoa. Carl. Waist good. Whoa, straight. Waist good. Carl, straight.
And Carruthers right there to jump it, and too thin as it goes out the back.
I could call me.
Okay.
Trying a little too hard to get the separation.
And that's happened sometimes. You just go too far for that roll, and if it curls up that extra 1 inch from the hog line in, there goes a simple 2.
Yeah, that was perfect till they got to the far end.
That lighter weight still comes up a bit. Throw these hard. These out turns don't move very much, but they threw the weight that would curl a bit.
Curl. Good sweep.
Board. It's not heavy easy either.
Okay, board.
That's a lot of ice.
Board weight, bud.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Hard.
Well, hair down, actually. Whoa. Hair down. Yep. That's Mac. Yep. 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 Clean.
So up and down the sheet we go now here in this fourth.
Try to make the first roll too good.
Yeah, I saw what you did at the end of it. That's why I was.
Yeah.
I kind of knew.
I'll just nose it for now.
I didn't want to throw it straight.
So easy, guys.
Okay, Rama.
BJ, nice weight, eh?
Yeah, BJ, nice, easy. Yep.
Yeah.
Heard Reed say we'll just nose it for now. I bet on this next one he'll try to roll under the guard. Just make the blank a little bit more difficult for Mike McEwen.
Have to remember now, Brad Jacobs used to play here too, right? He was
that's right.
Okay, lots of weight. Way more than you.
One giant fraternity, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's interesting the number of people. When you look around, you're over there now.
Yeah, right.
Roll it a little. Good.
Go, Reed.
Is it hard?
Well, he's throwing a pretty good game here, isn't he? 92. And a reasonable week it was for Reed Carruthers as his team went 6-2 and finishing third in Pool A. And it was the win over Northern Ontario, of course, that gave them the spot, third spot. Head-to-head record. Determining who would move on. He got the spot ahead of John Epping and the team from Sudbury.
Yep. Good. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Hair down, if anything. Yep. Whoa. Hair down. Yes.
Hair down.
Hard. Yep. Hard.
Used to be a saying, if you want to see Canada become a CFL player, because they often play from one team so many times. Well, it might go to be a curler, actually. Now, if you're an elite curler, you're going to see lots of the country as an import.
I've never seen anything like it this year.
Good numbers for Mike McEwen. I mean, when you think about the week that was, and then earlier today against Dunstone, throws a 90, now throwing a 92.
No, it'll always be deep.
Whoa, yep. Whoa. Yep, whoa. Whoa, whoa, curl. 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 Oh, yeah.
It's strange, isn't it? Like at 9 seconds, maybe 8.5, it's just poker straight.
Yeah.
And if you just get down to that control or a board, you get that little bit of bite where Colton Flash got caught.
You don't often see line calls kind of miss like that. Like they're calling yes out of Reed's hand, and that's right on the nose. So just surprising them a little bit with how that spot is running.
Probably watch Colton's lighter one take off.
No, it's
Final stone here in 4, looking for the blank.
Clean. Nope. Oh. Nope. Clean.
Mike McEwen.
Clean.
And there it is. So our second blank of the game comes here in 4. It remains a 2-2 tie. Winner moves on. As you look at the 4 sheets that were in play right up until last night, final round robin draw, but now we're down to 2, and after tonight we'll be down to just 1 here at the Montana's Brier in Kelowna. Our feature is Manitoba's Reed Carruthers from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg against Mike McEwen from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, and we're tied at 2. And once again, McEwen with Last Rock has the hammer, playing the Yellowstone.
I'm not sure I love this play for Team Carruthers. They went centerline guard. It was high. And then McEwen went to the wing like they often do in the away end, trying to get the blank in the odd end. And Reed chose to hit that winger. I think he should have put up another guard and tried to force the issue here. Because if you give up a blank as Team Carruthers, Mike will have the hammer in 6. That's 3 hammers to his 2. Also, last time we were heading in the away end, I mean, Team Carruthers made 3 perfect draws. Like they're feeling their draw weight, and they have an opportunity here to put a bit of pressure on Mike if they would have gone double centers.
Hard. Good. Throw the same way.
Okay.
Looking for the roll behind their. Are they or not?
I don't think so. I guess it's okay if they do. But
I guess to Joe's point, are you starting to? Who's got a force here? If you want that last rock back, doesn't the forcing come from Carruthers?
Mm-hmm. They might be trying to go nose, nose, nose until it's out of the rings, and then they can maybe even put up a tight guard around their high one.
I think Reed's a little bit old school. He's really patient, and I think he knows what Carruthers, he knows what McEwen's going to do. He definitely knows what Carruthers is going to do. He knows what McEwen's going to do next end, and that's when he might get aggressive too, assuming he'll get some a bit of an adjustment from those McEwen team, because it helps to know what the other guy's up to, and next end you know exactly what McEwen's going to do. I think you'll see the 2 guards. Do you ever get the steal in 6?
Whoa, 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 curl.
PJ Neufeld with his best game of the event.
Hard.
Hard con, gonna go.
Just sitting the 1, are they?
No, that little one at the back
Okay.
is in, and it's been one of those ends where Owen has been trying to get things going, but it has been precision. So much talk about Mark Kennedy this afternoon having a tough game. Mark is at 97. Brad is perfect at 100%. In removing the last stone, he kept that biter in, so Owen cannot play the hit to blank. He is being forced here, needs a bite of the 4.
Keep a broom down.
A little tight.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Keep behind good.
Already down by 4 as they play in the 4.
15-3. Good job.
Very nice.
Shot on. Shot, bud.
To get a little closer.
Shot, buddy.
PJ Neufeld.
Whoa.
Hair less.
Whoa.
Light easy.
Clean.
Definitely less.
Yep. Really got to go.
Not very heavy here.
Catlin Schneider.
Okay.
Oh dear.
There's a wonderful example of
Pick?
Very
we'll see what they say.
Well, I know it's light, but they're throwing board and
Just very light, and you're looking for, let's say, a 10.
I threw these in the
You
first
throw
game,
out
right?
11 and a half, that's what'll happen, and that's not a big difference to the average player, but there's so much finish if you soften the weight here. I didn't hear the word. I heard pick, but they didn't confirm it, so I don't know whether he was tight, light, or all of the above.
Coming down.
Oh, jeez, that thick.
Easy. Easy.
Quite straight on that side, too, so they're not giving much ice. So a little soft release.
Yep.
It'll do whatever you tell it to do. If you throw it too straight, it backs up. But if you're over at all, it can take off, especially if it's light.
And just to the edge, does hit the 2.
Young eyes there.
Well, I'm saying, like, if he ever gets behind, I want it fully in. Right?
What do you see for weight?
That's why I'm yelling at you to sweep.
I was yelling low because I didn't want to leave a double.
Well, there's no double, man.
Maybe you were yelling T-line at one point, that's all.
You get that rock
That's
more.
good.
That way, if he ever gets behind, I have a nose for 2. Now I don't. If he ever gets behind.
Normal weight.
Well thought out.
throw it way over there.
Yeah.
And it's respect for his opponent, too.
Go for it.
He's just a little tentative on his. Like, I still think
Reed's
you'll get a
made
little
a
curl here. He was,
small bucket of these hit and rolls. This is just amazing.
Yeah, he needs one now.
I think that's close to normal.
Okay, let's make it good.
This is an awfully tough one.
Whoa, close.
Skip Stone's in 5. Reed Carruthers. Has he got the roll? Catlin Schneider. And there. Now this is that roll that McEwen did not want to see. And showing, no, it's in behind. Goodness.
It's perfect. And BJ very patient, sweeping that roll. He didn't want to over-roll it and leave the angle run and roll the shooter in for Mike. What a shot.
That's unbelievable. That is just so good to roll it that far. You could have a robot throw that perfectly and he'd miss call the brushing.
That's just a great technical throw, the exact weight they wanted, and then BJ in the house. The line call, incredible.
Okay, Russ, so explain what McEwen, Mike was saying about wanting that stone a little deeper.
Let's say it had got to there. Now, when he plays this, he sits 2. He cannot sit 2 now. Just that simple, and it was a little bit of miscommunication. Mike saying get it in there like it already is.
They were trying to guard against the double.
Yes, right? In fairness, they're both right, but
Roll down.
McEwen's first.
Hard.
And he's got it, and he won't be able to hold the shooter.
Good try. Go away.
He actually got that roll a little bit towards the ring, so.
Yeah. He tried. It was a really good try.
Same weight, normal weight.
Yeah, this out is going to be straighter.
It's amazing, right? Like, if you got to keep thinking. All they had to do was brush that in, and Carruthers has to make this double, or it's a deuce.
Well, the other one, the one that Reed hit on his first, I don't think that one was fully in the rings either, though. So if that one, if they had brought Colton's all the way into the rings, they would have tried the long one the other way. So
more feet. It was never a double. Like, it's so far, you can offset them. It's not an issue.
Yeah.
If I would have given me more, I could do that and roll.
Yes. No, remake it.
Final stone for Reed Carruthers.
Wait's good.
Close. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Schneider. And he'll leave it there.
Go Reed.
So heading towards another blank here in this 5th.
What's that?
No curl there. Right?
Oh, that's so much straighter than that other side.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other side doesn't really curl a whole lot either right now.
No.
But.
There we go.
Through it goes. Blank number 14. Thrown up by McEwen. We go to the break. We're tied at 2.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Mike McEwen trying to bounce back after an earlier loss today to Dunstone, and we're tied at 2 against Reed Carruthers as we check the numbers after 5.
Each team has converted one hammer, with McEwen able to do so after Reed just barely missed a quarter rock double on the undercurl side, and McEwen saved the end for his team with a perfect hit and roll, giving Reed Carruthers only 2, could have been more, and nothing much to choose between these 2 skips, but McEwen will have that hammer in the all-important even ends.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Souvenirs. Who wants a souvenir? Try on a jacket, a hat, would you like a glass? There's so much here in Kelowna. It is a beautiful building, Prospera Place. Opened back 25 years ago, celebrating its anniversary and hosting the Montana's Brier. Earlier today, the All-Stars were announced, and congratulations to the second team, to Brad Gushu, Mark Kennedy, Kevin Marsh, and Connor Negevin. Interesting that 4 different teams are represented. And the first team, well, it's Brad Jacobs. Outstanding week. Mark Nichols, the Jacobs, second Brett Gallant, and Ryan Hartman. Congratulations to all the All-Stars of this year's Montana's Brier from here in Cologne. So a blanket 5 is our third of the game. We remain tied at 2. And once again, here in 6, it is Mike McEwen, the team from the Nutana and Saskatoon, does have last round. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
We're over. We're 1.5 now.
This is where Reed will change it up. He knows McEwen's going to try to dance here, trying to get his 2. So it's also a chance to force or steal.
That's a good spot.
There goes the corner guard. You could always go wide side. You never see anybody do it. Oh, they are.
Right
they are. First one I've seen all week.
On this one. I think we got to go on this. Yeah. Yeah. Line's great. Yes. Yep. Weight's good. Great. Yep. Weight's good. Line. Yep. Weight's good, Mike. Whoa. Whoa, 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 let's stop. We're there.
Perfect.
Right here. It's there. Whoa, whoa, it's already there. Nice shot.
On an arena surface, it's been scraped every single game. There's no frost as of the last couple of days. That shot is absolutely no harder than drawing the button. Just got to get the broom in the right spot. Beautiful.
Kaplan Schneider.
Line's good.
Yeah, we saw this set up a lot
Line's good.
when McEwen played Jacobs, where they guarded the port, and I never saw Mike go wide open side. That's
top 4.
Great play.
Just full 8. Line's good for that. Line's good for full 8.
Whoa, whoa.
Always con. Line's good for right here, guys.
A little bit.
Shot. Good spot.
Shot, Cat. Good sweep.
Now you're back to your strength in this team is that hitting up the middle here.
Yep, they've got their first point hidden, protected.
You're really
Now
just hitting
open it up
7/8
a bit and get that second point.
I think you might want to throw an 8 in case that goes in dark.
Simple way to score it too. They had it set up in the fourth end. It was just they tried to make Colton Flash's roll too perfect and rolled out.
8's good. 7/8.
Well, this game has slowed down a little bit. 5-2, Alberta leads, and they do have last round.
Well, this is a force, and that's thanks to Luke Saunders, the third from Nova Scotia, making a really nice tap back and roll spread out, and Owen just hit to replace that. There is no double there, and so this is a hit for the single.
As they just complete 5 here, and we're already underway.
But you have been the blank fest a little bit, and there's been a lot of rocks in play on this in this game.
Okay, thank you.
Clean.
Oh, yeah.
And you're right, we did have had 3.
One yellow.
And 1 it is.
One yellow. Great throw, Cops.
So to the break they go. 6-2 Jacobs.
Heavy.
100% Brad Jacobs.
Easy. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Other red.
I got the red.
Hard. Shot, Callan.
Very nice.
Sorry.
Roll on top or
So they have 1 underneath that long guard. There it is.
we could roll this. I'm worried about push. I was thinking out turn roll to that one.
Gotta be patient, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
there.
That guard is barely
that's
over
like
the
the
hog line.
straighter side, though, right? You stay in the
Yeah, it should be there.
Intern looks it's easier though.
You want to roll this
Hey, back line.
Just through. Back line. This is a good spot here, Kevin.
If anything, it's straighter coming home with the out turn here. But the guard is awfully long.
It's good. Good. Good.
It's good. I got one.
Yep. Good. Back line. Yep. Just through. Just through.
Colton Flash, and now he'll hand it over to Daniel Marsh.
Curl. I got this.
And roll this right over on top.
That's a beauty.
Oh my goodness.
Great shot.
Just perfect.
Shot.
Hey, you're sitting there like Carruthers going, hey, we've got one buried. They might not be able to chase it. They might flash it. They might wreck. Now you're going to have trouble getting that rock out of there.
Once it curls, eh? But it takes a while.
Shot, Cav.
Back 12.
Clean.
Back 8.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
This
whoa,
is a
whoa.
little light. No.
Weight's good. Back 8.
Clean.
Back
Whoa.
12.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Clean.
PJ
Clean.
Newcomb.
Yep.
Could go a bit for weight.
Yes.
We could go weight.
Hard.
Hard.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Go in the red. Go in the red, Ram.
And backs it.
Okay, good throw.
Pushes it back. Shot rock belongs to McEwen now. Top edge. The 4.
Huh? This is lined up good for us.
Yeah, it's
I know.
queued up here. You try to hit and roll,
Still
hit
get
the
a
red.
wide around that? Can you get here? Yeah. I might be able to get my out turn to work into there. I think it will, Mike. It's that or you go like here.
You can't leave it in the hole though, Flash, right? Because I could leave him. Well, as long as.
Okay, let's go this way then. You want to try that? Okay.
Oh, this is great.
I don't mind this. I'm just.
Okay, where are we going though? Ideally, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be right in the hole, isn't it? If you.
Okay, what?
Likely it will.
Let's go the intern. I think I can make this. My intern will run nice and straight forever.
It wasn't like crazy.
So
heavy.
this is wider than Dan was.
Yes.
Well, look at the brush.
Mike's come up the boards a little bit too to give even more ice.
I got heavy.
It'll run pure out here. They could play the easy hit though and sit the 2.
Whoa.
They want to save that for later.
Yeah.
Room.
See if it's there.
Clean. Clean. Mine's good. Clean. Whoa. Mine's good.
It's over curling. Over curl.
Stop. Gotta stop.
And finally settles.
What a shot.
They're beautiful.
You couldn't have gotten there with the out turn.
Yeah, I got a thick
No.
half.
No, you could sneak by the red and end up right in the hole, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
And they played it once. Really good shot.
You can go look at the angles. We got time if
I
you
don't
want.
think I can get to the yellow.
Easy. Okay. So.
That's kind of what I was seeing.
Where do you egg?
Just over curled a hair.
Haven't seen many hits
Wait,
inside
good.
out though in this path. This is a bit of guess on line.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl. Close. Whoa,
Curl.
Yeah. Hard.
Come on, go.
Got it. And where will this roll? And they're in
Okay, good
behind that long corner.
Yeah, I don't think you can make that one easy.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty good.
Good throw. Kind of wanted to say something.
I think Solid hack to make the roll.
Yeah, they wanted to roll all the way over to the other side of the center line, but still forces McEwen to chase. They might even be shot there.
Whoa. Easy. I said it. Good. Curl. Solid. Curl. Straight. Solid. Little solid. Hard. Whoa. Little solid. Whoa.
Marsh Brothers, and now roll it back. And underneath they go.
Beautiful.
Shot. Real good.
Really do much with this.
Knows it. Still gonna be shot.
My first thought was the run.
Hammer this onto this.
I think this is always nutting.
Yeah.
but
I mean, this is 4th shot. So
Yeah.
What if we do something like this?
Try to line up,
Try
I
and
guess,
get,
so one of my reds is going into it.
Try and get like edge on edge.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Just seems risky, but
My thought was just make the double off this one and jam it back there, and we hope that Mike doesn't put it in a perfect spot.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
that's
this tap is flirting with 3.
yeah. So is that shot.
Well, I think we're flirting with 3.
No
here.
matter
Yeah,
what.
but if you make that one go away, then you're in a better spot.
Yeah.
It's tough for
You can play it this way too.
Carruthers. The back red, which is his, is hurting him.
My gut's telling me this, Beej, like.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great shot.
That's what we're doing then. Okay.
Follow the gut, huh?
Give me just a hair high of middle.
I do see BJ's point here, though. I mean, that's fourth shot.
Yes.
McEwen has work to do on their Reds.
And it's a tough run back.
I kind of like their call of trying to change the angles, come in and tap.
Yes.
Sit 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, Reed, let's go, bud.
And then McEwen has to make a triple or a double to make that side one count. Stick this, though, you could run it and spill it into the middle. Just such a long run back.
Yeah, this is a very low percentage.
Skip Stones. Reed Carruthers. Trying to run his red back. Get the yellow stone and maybe roll it over. And he'll sit right there.
Good shot.
That's a great shot.
Good throw, Reed.
Thanks.
Good throw.
Shoot.
I didn't know.
Back?
Okay. Yep.
Back weight, like.
Looks like it's pretty patient.
It's very
for us.
late. Yeah.
Okay.
Even nose isn't terrible.
The weight seems to be good now, though.
Yeah, be up to speed out this wide.
Hack? Yeah.
For the viewer at home, they're going, what are you doing over here? But that red, yellow, red is lined right up for McEwen. And Carruthers can't do much about it.
I mean, he could guard it, but then all Mike needs to do is hit forfeit for his second point.
Ice is good. Oh, yeah. Curl's late.
Just a little stickier out here, too.
Oh, not too bad, though.
Good. No, we're good, I think. Yep. Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Weight's good. Curl. Just through.
Curl. It's interesting. Who would have thought that path would have get more?
It's good.
More runs than say something down the middle. We've been out that.
True.
It's good, I think.
Yeah.
That's probably as fast as anywhere in the building.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Leave a hair
It's
high.
right there.
To get right to nose, it's perfect.
It's got to be to nose. If it's anywhere high, it's not good.
Great if you make it.
I think you can get to the nose. What if you put it here?
I was thinking that.
Well, he's going to dig that easy all day.
Well, I know, but it's not three.
What are we going to do?
We can't give up 3.
I mean, I'd love to try and put it like.
It's not the
here,
easiest
but
3 in the world right now.
Still gonna have off of this, right? Like
I was thinking, like you do anything, you put it like here and leave him the intern dig, so he has to get to the nose or inside. I think you're going here. Let's try to just get shot.
Yeah.
Over curl it a touch.
I just feel like that almost makes the 3 easier. Like right now, he's got to get this out of the 8-foot and stick his shooter. And if you give him something to jam into, that makes it easier. Does it not?
I mean, this is really bad. I think this is.
That's pretty good.
All we can really ask for.
I think that's what we're doing. T-line's okay. I think this wide wrap freeze is.
It's hard, but
suicide.
It could be a force.
Yeah, I don't think he could play the intern around the long guard, even though it's almost in a different area code. You'd have to get about 3.5 feet of curl past it. We were thinking about going around the yellow on our left-hand side and freezing to the back red.
In his 2 losses, Carruthers gave up 2 big ends, a 3 to Guju and a 4 to Dunstone. Otherwise, he's been defensively very good.
That's quite a bit of 8.
Line's good.
Killed it, but still all there.
The short run red onto yellow.
T-line.
Line's good.
You don't like
No, weight's good.
either, Joe? I mean, just is there no way of getting it?
We're heavy.
No, because the yellow's going to jam on the red in the back of the 4-foot.
All right.
Where do you want it?
Just above the tee.
Hard line.
Hard.
Go. Hard.
Okay. Throw, Reed. Throw, bud.
14-2-8.
Big though. Might be the easiest shot.
This always coming back?
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because that situation on the left side of center is Carruthers actually did that on purpose. They had BJ come and play a tap, and it was just on the nose. They wanted a bit of an angle.
I think it's probably the easiest shot for 2 anyway.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Maybe, I guess in hindsight, tap it farther.
I think it's there for 3 all day.
Or get an angle, try to get to the inside.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Extremely unlucky. Now, as I drew this up, you hit this at 2 o'clock as we're looking at it. Kills the top red. The yellow goes back, kills the back red, and stays. I'm pretty sure it stays for sure.
Half a stone, you said?
Rolls over and hits the one that Reed just put there. I think it goes off, kills that buried yellow. I don't think it's for 3.
You could also just draw for his 2.
Mm-hmm. But DNA again, I think, eh? You'll throw it hard enough, it'll be like throwing darts in this spot. Dead straight. Think you can get to 3?
Maybe, because the backside of that side red one that Reed just threw.
We'll find out right now. He has 1. Has he got the combination here for 3? As we play here in 6. Flash. Late licks. All on its own. Bang, bang, come across. Oh my. Who would have thought that?
You got to be kidding. Hit it way too thin.
Oh, looking at scoring 3. Is going to give up a steal of 2.
Oh, I did not see that happening.
Just so thin, the back one didn't jam. Oh,
Mike McEwen. What happened there? Rachel Holman and the Holman Empire win the Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
Watching them right now, it's insane.
Dominant like I've never seen.
That team is doing something very special.
It's just surreal. I mean, Rachel Holman is just unbelievable. Probably one of the best performances I've ever seen.
They just shut down everybody that came their way.
That team is so talented. They're just amazing to watch.
Astonishing, the level of play.
They set the bar really high.
Unbelievable.
She's just making things look easy.
They're pretty flawless with everything they're able to do.
I think Rachel forgot to miss shots. I think she made all of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go against her right now.
They're on a special run, and if they're watching this, enjoy it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think anyone would if they didn't win another world championship this year. I have all the confidence in them heading to Worlds that, you know, they're going to go and get the job done.
Keep doing what you're doing. Clearly it's working, so don't change anything and just go represent Canada well.
Go Canada, go. We're cheering for you guys.
Holman Empire, go get them.
All Canada will be cheering you on, and we can't wait to watch. They don't need any luck. They just got to keep doing what they're doing, and I know they'll represent the country great.
If she just keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to be unbelievable.
I'm happy that she's not here this week at the Brier because she could cause some damage.
And there's the 13-team field that will be facing Rachel Holman, and familiar names, certainly you'll see a lot of them. Lithuania has a team in the 13, as well as China have worked their way back after coming through the B pool, and Canada will open up against Lithuania.
Well, and it's really interesting this afternoon, Vic. Renee Sonnenberg, who will be going to Korea with the team, said to me that one of the things that the team really learned a lot is so many people called Rachel a prohibitive favorite as she went into the Scotties, who could beat her, and that's a really heavy load to carry on your shoulders, but they came through it, and whatever they did, they can carry that through to the Worlds and probably the Olympic trials as well.
And you notice the start time is 1 a.m. on that Saturday the 15th. With the clocks going ahead this week here in our country.
Trying to make this.
It'll be, I believe it's 11 hours time difference.
Nose is pretty good. Sure. Okay.
So we welcome you back. I mean, we're still shaking our heads here. And
nose is good.
how did that happen for Mike McEwen? He looks at possibly getting 3.
Normal.
And he gives up a steal of 2. So Reed Carruthers with the deuce in 6, and now we go to 7. And once again, it is McEwen with last rock. He has the hand, playing the Yellowstone.
Yeah, shocking. We were trying to decide, Joanna and I were trying to decide if there was a shot for 3. If there wasn't a shot for 3, as you pointed out, the draw for 2 made some sense. The hit for 2 was very easy, though, to be honest. They just tried to protect too much to possibly get that third one to go across the top, and it cost them.
Yeah, they hit it too thin, and no one was screaming for the curl, so they were actually close. I mean, and they did hit the backside of the side when they were trying to punch out, so just didn't quite see the angle.
But their rock hit the opponent's rock so thin it changed the angle and across the face of that back one.
Pretty
disaster.
Hard. Heavy.
Standard procedure here, 2 corner guards for the team that's trying to score, and 3 down the middle for Carruthers. And McEwen hit the guard with soft weight, tried to roll over and create a corner guard.
All right, Kathy, what's going on in your game?
Well, Nova Scotia was set up to score 2 for much of this end, but on his final stone, Brad Jacobs made the double and rolled out, and it is 3 that Owen faces, being forced again. Needs to hit full 8.
Weight's great. T-line.
Pass perfect, guys.
Yeah, it's weight's great. Weight's perfect.
1 of 6 rookie skips in the field here in Kelowna. The rest of his team all have Brier experience.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Keep going. You're good. You're good. Good. Nice job.
Good he is.
That really came down. Yeah.
What a great experience for Owen, the first rookie skip from Nova Scotia to make playoffs. You learn so much from an experience like this.
That's a nice team, Kathy.
It is.
They're 86% as a team here, and they're in trouble.
Just come off our own.
Yeah. Anywhere in the crotch looks good.
Probably playing off this first. Yeah. I think I like the out turn. You like what? I like the out turn. Okay. Throwing peel? Yeah.
Off their own here to kind of get this rock to stay close to center.
Close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl, curl, curl.
A little more.
Curl, curl, curl. Nice.
Well done.
I got it.
Got. I don't think he'd come off his own, would he?
Well-placed freeze, though, by Colton Flash. They forced Carruthers into kind of clearing out some of their own rocks from the rings. Now they can use their corner guards. They'll be able to sit second shot and be fully buried.
Yeah, a little hot, yeah. A little warm, line only. Well then. T-line. Well then, that's too deep. Close. That's too deep. Top 4 now. That's too deep. Top 4. Top 4, man. Top 8.
No. Close.
Colton Flash.
Got a curl. Yep. No, it does not need the curl. Gotta go.
And the Marsh brothers.
Straight. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Whoa. Good. Shot.
Nicely done.
Oh, boy.
2 perfect corner guards. Separation lined up.
Shot.
Really good spot.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That'd be half of the stone, eh?
Only other shot would be to come off of it. But
yeah, I like this more.
Okay.
I was thinking first intern dig, but it's not super easy.
Yeah. I like this. Did you get a time on his?
14.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's curious. Others we've seen play down that wide in turn, and yet he doesn't think it's. I may be there, but he says it's more difficult.
Kind of thing?
Yeah, drawing in there is one thing.
Depth.
Tapping out a quarter, 3/4 buried rock's another, because you've got to hit that yellow,
like that?
9 feet to get it through the paint.
You'd have to throw solid board, I would think, to get it out of the rings. And then when you up the weight that much in the wings, you may not get the finish.
It's the same weight I just threw, boys.
This has a bit more margin to work with.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be perfectly frozen, just has to make sure he's out counting the McEwen stone.
If they ever get the line right, they could bump it 6 inches, hit 3.
I run faster.
Yeah. Yeah, speed's good still.
A little hard.
Yeah, I like it.
A little hard.
Okay, you're hot.
Back 4.
It is. Careful.
Line's good.
Okay.
I got hot. Room. Room.
Close.
You got
Still
room.
heavy. Back 4.
Whoa.
Back
Reed
8.
Carruthers has replaced Skip
Yeah, you
Stones
can.
here in 7.
Back
Curl.
8.
Got to get off the red one here.
Curl. Curl.
Just heavy.
Hard on that.
He thought it was hot.
Hard.
And he rolls it over almost onto the corner.
Go, Cat.
Well, they are sitting 2, but without last row.
Back 4, back 8. Good sweep.
That's dirty.
Couldn't have worked out better.
I don't think I can do much with that.
Could not have worked out better.
Throw. Get low. Low. I don't think I can kill it.
No.
No. Maybe if I wire by. It's only going to be second anyways. Might have to play it in. The other option's like just a feather.
It's just gonna jam in there though.
Oh, I'd have to play it with like.
Yeah, that's not
there. I'm not gonna kill that.
No. You're trying to push this so it's far enough.
Just to get that to there.
Okay. Probably impossible to get low. That's what I was asking. Yeah, I don't know. Like, probably
wide around.
Wide around top is yellow. Get it in there for second shot maybe, but it's such a short run back for Carruthers.
Try to make it.
You need back 12 at least to make it though, because you got to get this.
I got to push it a long way. It's probably just there, but
I think it's there. It's just there.
Is this
coming in?
This isn't here.
I don't think so.
Like half.
No, because you got to kill this.
No, I'm not going to kill that. It'd just be like.
Well, you have to get it over out of there, though.
I'd be trying to get this to here, just to feather this up.
There's not a good like roll away shot. Then we can. No, we can't get at that.
No, that doesn't.
I think you just got to try to get low on this.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get this yellow rock in the 8-foot to count.
Mike, even if you do this, bump that to there.
That's a little likely.
Bump it to here. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, what if we hit and roll this, and then he's got to make a draw to split the house, and we might have something off of it?
Hit and roll where?
I don't know.
He just guard that? We just hit. If we're on the note, like he's just.
I know, but
4 foot open.
The other thing you got to worry about is the scoreboard. You can't sell the farm here trying to get your two.
Yeah, there's.
Might not have a shot, Joe.
I think
it's just not a great option for Skips two right now. If you abandon that yellow on the side, where do you do? Where do you go?
So
Just freeze the back one.
What about hitting that red,
just get a guard.
just top edge of the 4, and rolling over on the corner of the red stone?
You could, and then I think Reed will make the double, but at least that opens it up, Vic. I'd be half concerned here that you're going to give up a steal, too.
Oh, switch gears and just make sure you get your one, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, it's certainly not ideal, but it's 3 down is real bad.
Could you ever go yellow, run back onto the red?
Yeah, you can. You actually could, but
hardest option probably, but best result.
Yeah.
Gotta be curving in.
Yes, it is. But again, then you're selling the farm if you don't make it.
Oh yeah.
What are they trying to?
I think they're trying to get low, try to come down with back ring weight.
Back line?
Yeah, push that red that's almost frozen on the yellow. Try to push it into the back of the 4 foot.
Oh,
leave a double in the middle.
Sorry, gotcha. Yeah, just straight comer on top.
Yeah, it's just the hard part is there's the red at the back of the 8 foot.
Yeah.
To out count.
Okay.
A little hot.
Yeah. A little big. Oh, yep.
Hard.
Yep. Yeah, hard.
McEwen is first, and Colton Flash has picked him up.
Heavy.
Daniel Marsh.
Really heavy.
Never going to crow with that weight.
And now they'll push their own to the edge of the 12. And it is Carruthers sitting 2 without last rock.
So back to the original point.
Any bump on the 5?
No, Carruthers might make it really hard for
I think it's just
McEwen to score.
Control waiter.
Yeah.
Lots of good options.
Air Beach. I think that's close.
Really good, right?
It may be something just to keep in mind
Probably make it really
as
good.
a rule of thumb. I mean, you have to look. You often make your shot decisions based on the scoreboard. I know he's disappointed, McEwen, giving up the steal, but
throw good.
one now is better than giving up another steal.
That's just it. Especially against any of the teams out here that are in the playoffs. You get down 3 playing the 8th. I don't know what your odds are, but it's not a lot. If you could hit this, I think the ideal shot here, Joe, would kill it and then maybe roll it over and kick that red one over a foot.
Yep. Mike will still have a draw to the 4 foot, but it won't be simple. He'll have to go wider.
Whoa. Curl.
Wait, Carruthers his last.
Little mark.
Curl! Katlin Schneider. Over there.
Good read. Nice shot.
Pushes it to the edge.
Shot.
Not what he wanted at all, but it works.
Shot read. Good sweep.
Facing 4 with his last will be Mike McEwen.
Enough for a fourth.
There's a chance to really put the pressure on. Reed won't be happy with that.
Not at all. You roll that red right there, just roll it a foot, and they got to go wide out turn with no backing against the loss.
Pop up and push it right to the top cannon.
Reed can't make the easy ones. He makes the perfect hit and rolls.
Line's good. Lean on it. Line's good.
Looks pretty good. Facing 4. Needs good piece of the 4. And this just his second draw of the game.
Yep.
Mike McEwen.
Yep.
Flash.
Yep.
Daniel
Yes.
Marsh.
Yes.
Yep. Go, Mike. And the lid for a single. Four-3, Carruthers. Friday night at the Montana's Brier in Cologne. We welcome you back. Must win for the teams on the ice if they hope to get themselves into a possible championship position. Kathy keeping her eye on Nova Scotia against Jacobs. And our game, McEwen Mike from the Newtown, Saskatoon, just picked up a single. So here we go to the 8th, and it's a Reed Carruthers that does have last rock. Has the hammer playing the Redstones up by a single.
Yeah, bump that. I'd love
Great
if you could tap this
job
here.
by both leads.
Two of the very best in our country.
Yep. So T weight. T.
Nice separation by the 2 yellow Saskatchewan guards here.
Yeah, through the round robin, the leads will usually have the mismatched rocks. They'll either get a slow one or a straight one, for example. And when you can pick your rocks in the playoffs, give the leads 2 matched rocks, and those are the numbers you're going to get. 100%, 93%.
Yep.
It's all over the guard.
Whoa.
This guard.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay.
The top. Yeah. I just ripped the top for now,
I haven't seen that.
Well, it's a 4-3 lead for Reed Carruthers, but the key shot was, in fact, that last rock by Mike McEwen in 6.
He tried, instead of hitting 3/4 and make it a simple double, he tried, because of their talent, they tried to get fancy here. By hitting it thinner, they thought they could get the red on the right out. It doesn't get the red on the back out. Because it was so thin, his shooter rolls through, and yeah.
Gave up a steal of 2. And that handed the lead to Carruthers. Still leads it by 1. The key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together.
In fairness, Joe, they all assumed wherever they hit that top one, the yellow was going straight back and jamming, but because they hit it so thin on purpose, it missed it completely. What a disaster. Just didn't quite have the angles figured out. There was enough separation between the yellow and the red. And it went across the top. Wow.
No bump.
That's the worst break I've seen all year.
Nice. Yeah, I ran way better out there.
Take your time. Let's make this.
Make this.
First one wasn't even in the neighborhood.
Well, there you go. Kevin up by 1 percentage point. The second team All-Star.
3/4.
I was kidding somebody yesterday about with the perfect surface, the great rocks, the wonderful talented athletes, the directional brushing. You could curl 90% and not win the Brier. Team McEwen's 93 right now, and they're 1 down without. It just one mistake, right?
Well, it was one mistake, certainly, but maybe the biggest thing was the decision. The shot to play in that.
Yeah, if they noticed, I mean, if you see the wrist there, you thought maybe he could have just drawn for his two. He just needed half of the forefoot. It was relatively open, the path to the button.
I don't know how we create something here.
Wow. What if you go back 4 around it? What if you go back 4 around it? I like that.
Okay.
I'll get it running.
Again, a force is okay for McEwen. Stealing doesn't look like it's in the cards right now.
A little light, maybe. I got okay. No, I softened it there.
I got okay, though.
Line's good.
He's out-curled his opposite number by 5 percentage points in 7 of the 9 games.
Back 4. Curl.
Colton Flash.
Curl and go. Just go.
Back 4.
Just go, Kev. All the way back, Kev. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
And back they go.
Beautiful.
Okay.
You like that over? Gonna wait, you see him? Probably the right shot.
Yeah, the other one's too
right.
risky.
No, that's the right
think
shot.
So. Is it like easy?
Yeah, he called easy.
Hard to save everything with easy.
One of those ones you can make it easy to angle it in, but can you save the shooter? They'd love to do that too.
Yep.
PJ Neufeld.
Yeah, hard, really hard. Come on, Con.
Connor Negative.
Lean on it. Hard. Go, go, go. Come on. Go, 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 go. Hard. Whoa. Sit.
And will it sit? Oh, they'll push their own through.
Wow.
Okay.
It was supposed to be a quarter rock. Hit it dead on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that weight a bit soft?
Yeah. Ended up a hair light in the end. Yeah.
Oh, right here.
So at the moment, that's another plus for him.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
It's the second time that's happened for BJ. He's throwing lighter weight in a straight spot. Hair light, maybe hair soft release.
Okay, Kathy, who's shot there?
It is Brad Jacobs. That's the Yellowstone.
Okay.
The red one, that his second shot, was just thrown by Owen Purcell. Brad had talked about playing the draw to the side of it because he is the one that made the draw on the first. But now they're looking to play a little bit more weight, trying to move the red stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
The danger is, could you bump it up? I mean,
I think they're going for the buried red onto the yellow.
Yeah, but around, but they've got it. He's talking about back 4. I think he needs back 8. He's got to move 3 stones. Oh, back 8. There you go.
Looking for that roll. We are, and there's the roll to the back 4.
Clean it.
And you're going to bump that? Yes. Oh, goodness. What a beauty.
Whatever they did in between, they should just keep doing it.
That is very, very special.
Yeah, thanks.
For 2. Look at that hit and roll by
Okay. Heel.
Colton Flash and underneath.
Let's go, Beach.
Curl.
That's a really good curl.
Whoa, straight. Line. Whoa, curl. Whoa.
Schneider, late licks, bang, bang. Oh, and he'll get rid of 2. And they'll hold the raised rock over there. T-line, pulling the 12.
Well done.
That's a makeup stone for PJ Neufeld.
She needs the curl still.
Night draw, it's getting pretty warm again. A couple of the draws have stopped up 2 feet short of where they
What
thought.
happens if I go here? Where's he going?
Shot rock is, it appears to be the Yellowstone.
First shot, yeah.
McEwen back edge, that one.
Like if he chases that, he's going to be a draw of the button.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the game's on the line, but it is on the line anyways.
I mean, he's going to easily be able to chase that, though.
That's fine, though. If he does it, if I could put this here.
Yeah.
If he chases that, then I'm right here.
Yeah.
Turns the game around.
Yeah, it's either that you try to get the force and then try to get 3 next end, right?
Yeah. Timeout.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Reed will. If you put this on the angle, he's going to blast it. He's been around way too long.
No, I know. I understand that.
Who's shot?
I think we're shot.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. It's close, but.
So I think the question is, if we need a 3 or a steal, is this the best chance at a steal? It might be. You throw a center guard, you dead guard this. What
you
is
could
it?
throw a guard. If I want to steal, the only...
That's a good spot.
This is a good spot,
I don't
too.
hate the guard either. He's probably going to
he'll
draw.
end up running that in. If he ever screwed up on the run in.
If he screws up the draw, we got a chance.
Maybe. The freeze is the best shot, no question.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
But I mean, if we're here, he's just going to rip that as hard as he can.
You think we are a shot for sure?
Yeah, we are.
That's why I don't mind that.
That's kind of my thought.
Because if we end up right here, it's not really that good.
I mean, if you wanted a force, you're just going to hit and roll now and give him one.
Put it here? Like right on the center line?
Yeah.
Well, you want to make sure you don't leave all of that open.
No, yeah, half of it open, though.
Yeah, maybe a piece.
Dead splitting center is pretty good.
What do you like, Mikey?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So you're going where that guard
might peel, and then we'll just give him the force.
Should I throw, like, because I'm going to have this twice?
You've seen this end, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I saw this. We saw this, but...
Yeah. I mean, I know how to get around this also with the out.
Yeah. If you like Ram chases,
I think the in, though, is I'm probably going to have to throw the in.
I didn't love the freeze idea. I don't think Lang did either.
Why is that?
Well, they would just blast it, Joe, and pretty safe to score their single, which is a bit of a victory for McEwen. But then he's 2 down playing 9. He needs 3 and to have a great chance to win in 9. This might bait Carruthers into drawing. The other thing Reed could do, if this is like, say, on the center line, he could chip those 2 red ones and have 2 raises. It's all kinds of options here.
Yeah,
you
I
could
agree.
come around, tap the back one, sit 3. Hope you can dig out Mike's. This guard better be good, because if it's long,
I just threw this. Ran good.
it's trouble. What are they thinking? A 3, 2.5?
Yeah, I think kind of somewhere between halfway and tight, like 2/3.
Line's good.
Lean, I think.
Easy.
Easy. We're going to curl a bit. Weight's good. Curl now. I'd like to wait a little bit. Curl when you can.
Easy.
Try to split the line.
Yeah. Now go.
Curl.
Now go.
Curl.
Whoa. Curl. Good.
Throw, Mike.
Good shot.
Good spot. Nice.
Some options. You could go right here.
Seeing that or half around with the out.
Yeah.
Full 4, half around.
Leave yourself a raise.
Then he goes in too.
I don't think we do now. I think if it was there for the intern, yeah.
Yep.
My first thought is to go right here.
I kind of like the intern draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard Mike say in the timeout, we gotta hope he messes up the draw.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's Reed's calling the right shot, and
Guess high enough that if he freezes, we have a draw for 2.
Yeah, I think
McEwen's going to cheer for it.
The intern split, I play it, but
yeah, no, I like
Line's really
Strong
good. Half
game.
in the 4.
By Carruthers, and of course the big miss.
Yeah, I love that.
Miss hit. They gave up the steal of 2 and 6. Player numbers. Brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Like you can, Ram.
pretty good guard placement because there's a red raise, but Reed can't see all of it. That might make a difference here.
I think they want to be full 4 here, Russ, because if they're top 8, you might see Mike come around the other side and run everything.
Room. This is
Line's good.
Line's good. Gotta go for speed.
Still got room.
Yeah. Weight's good.
Line's really good. You got room. Room.
Weight's good.
Connor's raw. Where is it?
We can't. We can't. We're close, but we can't.
Connor's raw. Has to curl.
We're top 4 right now.
Hard has to curl. Hard Connor.
Weight and everything. Go, go,
Hard
go, go,
Connor.
Go. Great shot.
And top 4 they are, just to bite the top of the button.
As we could have done. Yeah, good job.
Real good shot.
Thought I overcooked it there for a second.
Yeah, I thought I...
Foot deeper is a disaster. Much lighter, it gives McEwen more room here. Mike's got probably less than 50% chance he can get shot rock here.
Yeah, he needs to get pretty much fully around that rock. That's biting the 8-foot. I think if he splits the tee line, he'll be on the button.
Yes.
I think he can get shot. It's just one spot.
Should run nice out on this side, on the out-tune. It should run pretty nice out here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's slowing down maybe that foot to 2 feet here.
Yeah,
in this.
8 bend.
Yeah.
Yep. I should run good here.
Both Flash and Daniel Marsh saying it should run just fine out here. As they play the out-turn final stone.
A little bit hard.
For McEwen. And then out of his hand, he thinks it's a little hot.
Closer.
Right now it is. Carruthers sitting the 2.
Gotta go.
And Flash.
Lead's good.
And Marsh
Lead's good.
helping it over now. Daniel.
Whoa.
Be careful now. Don't overcook this.
No beach, no beach.
And they'll slide it. 4 foot. Back of the tee line.
Curl. I wasn't even sleeping hard.
Didn't curl.
He nailed the weight. He didn't get to curl some reason. Is can you actually make that?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I think it's gonna run pretty straight for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Are you holding the shooter too?
Or
yeah,
is it
like
for
it depends
40,
on the
you think?
weight I throw. Like I don't want to
I would throw much less weight to guarantee the double because you can't see much of it.
Right.
Yeah, just get the yellow out.
Yeah.
Hold your shooter, you're getting 2.
play like
I mean, it's whatever weight you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it.
I'm good with the control then. And how about you call it? Okay.
They don't care if they saved it. They just want to make the double.
Yeah, I like control. You can make that with control.
Reed does this more often than most teams. You throw the bullet, it's made or missed out of your hand. This way he's got 2 brushers.
Sliver high, eh?
Yeah.
Mike McEwen now up against the
Hey, bud. Let's make
the
it.
scoreboard and just gave a nasty look back at that situation.
Don't forget too, Vic, you could just tap that for 2.
Mike's wife Dawn looking on. This may be the game right here. Final stone.
Clean
right now
draw.
they have one in their pocket.
Whoa. Yeah.
Carruthers.
Whoa. Curl.
McEwen. Now Schneider.
Curl. Whoa.
BJ Neufeld calling line.
Curl. Whoa.
Coming up now. And does he push it far enough? Oh, not quite. And that'll be for the 2. So they will get 2. The most important thing for Carruthers. 2 and 8. Extends his lead. Page qualifiers continue on this Friday night from here in Kelowna. And our coverage of the Montana's Brier. 2 winners will move on. The losing teams will be eliminated from this year's championship.
Take a shot.
Carruthers gets 2. So we go to the 9th, and now it is Mike McEwen, last year's runner-up. And it's that. See that 6th? That 2 there. That's the big one. The steal of 2 on the missed shot by McEwen. That's the difference. And so here in 9, it will be McEwen and his team from the Nutana and Saskatoon. It does have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellow Stars.
7-0. Mike McEwen loses on the last shot to Jacobs. Loses to Dunstone in a barn burner on the last shot. Here he goes again.
Okay, line's good. Weight's good.
Line. Weight's great. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold it. Whoa.
McEwen threw up a corner guard on the right-hand side of the screen, and then Connor McEwen played kind of the corner tick really long, pushed it into the rings. It hit their rock.
Careful on the weight here.
That was top 4.
What do you think for line, DJ, for ice?
That looks close.
It might have gone through if it hadn't have
Right?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take any more. I think
run
that's
into
good.
their own.
Yeah, Mike had no choice but to guard the one in the rings. So he could have tried to come around the shooter that was left behind way out wide.
Gotta go.
Boy, he hit right out of his hand. Even Schneider was calling it.
Heartbeat!
He knew it was in trouble as soon as he released it.
Okay, Cat.
And will it
there's
spin?
still a ring mill.
Can't hit that one yet. That's the problem. And now it's a complete miss.
And there's the ring.
I know you can see it there.
Yeah. Just a fraction.
Try, Cat.
All right.
Where are we going? No. We gotta go around here. Try to get it. Okay, so once it starts curling off, like it'll come down a little bit. It'll run pretty deep most of the way though. That close?
Room right now.
Top 12, top 8.
Oh, it's running actually, isn't it? T-line's good.
They converted with the last
T.
rock in the second
Well done.
for an early
T.
2-0 lead.
Good. Still T.
Let it come down.
It's
Let
T.
it come down. Let it come down.
Shot, Kev.
There it is.
Nice shot, though.
Owen Purcell. Sorry, Russ. Owen Purcell with a chance. It looks like 2.
And Nova Scotia has done so many things right tonight. They have frozen to stones. They have come around guards, and they've not had much to show for it. Until now, Brad Jacobs tried to double run a guard in, facing 2 buried. He got 1, but left 1, and so this is a draw to the paint for 2.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Just clean it right into the butt.
14-8.
So they get a little closer, but it's still Jacobs. The 3 they put on the board in the third. That's the difference.
I got more too.
And Jacobs will have last rock playing 9.
A little heavy. Weight's good. Whoa. Little top. Weight's good. Whoa. Weight's good.
Whoa, line.
Schneider
Line is
just
not good.
missed a
Back
peel weight double. Now they can loop another one around this long guard.
This is bad. It needs to grind.
It's grinding.
It needs to just grind.
It's grinding.
Okay. Okay.
Good boy, Kev.
Both those yellows buried slowed down a couple feet
Nice shot.
from usual.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Do we ever chase that? Hit it on the like a little high side?
Go look.
Chase that one? Chase that one, hit it a little high side? On this?
Shot.
Yeah. How much can you see? Like a third? Okay.
Be the best
Like
result.
a bump? Bump? Okay. Enough to move this?
Yep, love it. Let's go, Beach.
Try to stay right on the side of it and don't count the other yellow.
Yeah, they're frozen, aren't they? If you could ever stay closer than the one you hit.
Yep.
Hair light, maybe?
BJ Neufeld.
Clean.
Hard.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Yep.
Hair light still.
Whoa. Clean.
Easy, easy.
Whoa. Clean. Curl.
Heavy, quite heavy.
Curl.
No, it's
Curl.
good. Weight's good.
See at the red. Roll it. Red.
Roll it beside it.
And rolls
Good
it
shot.
off,
Good
gets
shot.
rid of 1. And they are sitting 2 and 3 without last rock here in 9.
Freeze the red, I think.
Good throw, bud.
Just straight
Nice.
freeze the red. Well, I was thinking that one, but
He freeze this. He just.
He's worried about this.
or that one.
Fair again? That's pretty good.
He's just gonna make it again.
Well,
He knows that.
You can talk about it if you want.
which one?
I think right here.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
It's a little hard to get there, though.
Yes.
Either that or you hit and roll behind the red.
I think we got to hit something.
You can hit this and roll. Hit and roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Board.
Out turn.
How much weight?
Huh?
How much weight?
Board.
Okay.
Forward. Yeah. Should run pretty nice down here.
I think I like this. You wait too long to deal with these reds, and all of a sudden, the multiple goes away.
Good.
Got a whiff at 3
Weight's
here.
good. Whoa, whoa.
That's out, Kev.
Weight's good.
Curl.
Whoa, curl.
Board. Curl.
Come on.
Let's go. Push.
Curl.
Curl. Push. Come on.
Daniel Marsh.
Curl. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Any roll.
Got it.
Okay.
And rolls it over. Still they are sitting 2.
You could, if you wanted to be daring, run that red back, make the 2 yellows on the right go. Dangerous.
Probably this, actually.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Okay.
He rolls the side one in front of it. We're okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not much harder.
You're seeing that? Yeah, I think I like that.
This is the best result.
Yeah, it's
Like
wide
the out.
open.
I like the in-turn, 2/3. Okay.
Let's go, Beach.
Corner guard's just enough out of the way, so just a hair high side with speed, and you kill both.
Thick half.
It's 2/3.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
BJ Neufeld, 10th at Brier, and for him, a champion with Kevin Cooey in 19, the runner-up with Dunstone in 23. Bang, bang. Oh, how nice. Very, very nice. BJ Neufeld.
Great shot, Beach.
That could be a game winner, that one.
Great shot.
Good shot.
Really, really good.
Great shot, Beach.
It's just like that little dagger, huh?
Yeah.
What do you do now if you're
No, if I go
McEwen?
around this top 12 line on the T line.
And you try so
Yeah,
hard,
you
like Colton
can.
made a
Okay.
nice roll, and then he went whoops, and rolled it into a spot to set up a double.
Just through?
Yeah, just through.
Try to dig that one out and roll buried somehow.
Let's say, yeah, good. Good.
Whoa.
We got whoa right now.
Colton flashed.
Whoa,
Wait's
curl.
Wait's good.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Keep going. Keep going. Never stop. Never stop. Never stop.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go, 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 go.
Good.
Pretty good effort.
Is it ever?
Shot.
I think it'd still be visible from the hack.
The nose is good.
He's good.
Yeah. In-turn, I'll get a little curl. I can throw easy. I like the out-turn with, like, there.
Going control.
Yeah.
Right on the nose is great because if Mike shakes on the double, his shooter will roll out. Just Reed does not want to roll
Control weight.
either way, really, because that'll leave either an inside
Just so you
double
just
if he rolls to the right side of the screen or a nose double if he rolls to the left.
We're going to bring that one into play. I just need to get a board waiter in front of that.
That picture of him hoisting the trophy with Stoughton in 11. He was just a young.
Yep.
Hard, 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 hard.
Now, of course, he's the
Nice
gray
shot.
beard here.
Good shot, Reed.
Right there.
Good throw, bud.
It's really good.
Shot, Reed. Good.
Try to roll way over.
Board weight.
Still leans on those times. Rest is Reed Carruthers grew up, you know, as so many players did with you, and Stoughton told him and taught him so much what it's like to be a curler at this level.
Yeah, everybody had those mentors, and Jonathan Meade on that team. I think Stevie Gould, very knowledgeable team.
Board weight, big roll. We can roll past theirs, actually, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to bring that stone into play. That's on the 12 at around 2 o'clock. McEwen's first, down by 3 as we play here in 9.
Pretty straight spot here.
Okay, clean. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Curl, mile.
Curl. Curl. Take it. Take it. Take it. Whoa.
Shot, Mike.
Shot.
Good.
Pretty good. Forces a precise hit and roll out of Reed.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like a control weight shot, Beej.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Kind of like in here.
To me, like a board weight shot with the out, hit and roll my way.
I think so, eh?
What's that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll it right to here is good.
Yeah.
I don't love the end.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like even if you just hit it and pull out. I know how to do that.
And here is the picture of that 2011 championship team, and the young man right underneath. That is Reed Carruthers. Stoughton on the right, Jonathan Meade, Stevie Golden. Now here he is, all these years later, and trying to get himself into the final four of this year's Brier. Reed Carruthers.
Trying to roll to the edge of the forefoot. Leave a really thin double for Mike McEwen if he wants his two.
Whoa, yep. Whoa, yep, yep. Come on. Go.
Negative.
Go, Connor. Go. Hard.
We just touch it.
Hard.
And
Shot, Reed. Oh, boy. Good call,
Can you imagine if that curled a little more?
Yeah. Stays around.
Good streak.
Getting a little soggy out there.
Control waiter to me. Control waiter 3/4.
Worth trying?
Have to. I think you have to.
Yeah, score one here. You have to steal two to force an extra. That's
And steal
big
the
ask.
extra. Yeah. Yeah, two right here. You're in the ball game.
Needs a little
Gonna
magic.
hold this one.
Just throwing
think it's
control
gonna-
weight.
Support weight.
Keep a shooter.
I think it's 3/4. Board? I think it's just a control.
Sure. Control.
I should be able to hang it.
Oh, for sure. 3/4 makes it.
Should curl.
I would think so, yeah. Agreed.
Mike McEwen. Angle double, hold the shooter for a possible two.
Hair down.
To keep them
Hair down.
and their team in it.
Down.
Here, Flash. Staying with it. Daniel Marshall's there too. Have you got this?
Kevin hard on it.
Bang! Oh, and yeah, not sure. I don't think so. That one at the top.
One yellow.
It looks like it's just a single.
One yellow.
Oh, and you're right. You know, the slide path and late in the game, and the house is not quite as lively. He only gets the single. Winner moves on. The loser is eliminated from this year's Montana's Brier. It's as simple as that. On this Friday night, 2 games on the ice. Kathy watching Nova Scotia and Owen Purcell against Brad Jacobs. We're keeping an eye on this one. Carruthers against McEwen as we go to the 10th, and it's a 6-4 game. Carruthers leading it, and he also has Last Rock coming home up by 2.
Joanne and I are just sitting there wrecking the break, talking about the what ifs for this great Saskatchewan team.
All right, let's quickly go over as Alberta leads it by 3 over Purcell. And Kathy, what's going on?
And I will say one more time that Nova Scotia has done so many things right. They had locked 2 in the forefoot, and on his first, Brad Jacobs made a feather tick double, got rid of both of the Nova Scotia stones, and so on his final, Owen buried. He is shot, but this is the tap for 4 and likely the game.
It's totally buried.
Brad Jacobs, the team out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, bouncing back after a loss to Team Canada.
This picked.
And bang. And now
Just picked on you.
it won't get there, and so they will live to play another end. Nova Scotia picks up the steal of 1, 8-6 Jacobs to lead with Last Rock coming home.
I hate to see that.
I do too.
Catlin Schneider. So your what if story.
Right, back to my what ifs. You know, Colton tried to be too perfect on a hit and roll and rolled out by about an inch.
Very nice, Cat.
The shot for 3 that might not have been there, they're so talented they took it on, and they had the gimme too. That was at minimum 4-point swing. This double, the last one, Mike makes the double, holds the shooter on, but the back rock doesn't glide another inch or two. Like it, you know, they're going to be kicking themselves, not because of poor performance, just wrong side of the inch.
Wow, we got to get 3 in the house. We may as well start now. Hey, yeah, where you go here?
Catlin Schneider clearing off the double center line guards.
Yeah.
Not a lot now for Team Saskatchewan to work with. What a great game for Catlin.
Yeah, clean everything.
He had his fair share of struggles through the week, and he's really came out and performed today.
Another Saskatchewan boy.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. From Saskatchewan to BC, and now playing as the import in Manitoba.
It's always a curl. It's all there. T-line.
Sometimes that's when the long break can help you if you've had a few struggles. You get a day to really get your head on right, and he came out firing today.
You're good. You're fine. Keep going, Dan. Keep going. Get it all the way back there. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Hard ram. Okay. Go ram.
Shot.
Just nose for now and make them come to us. It's kind of my instinct.
Well, Canada will play for a medal at the World Wheelchair Championships being played in Scotland. They won a quarterfinal over Norway, then dropped the game, the semi, to China. And so tomorrow in Scotland, they will play for the bronze medal against Slovakia. I wish them well.
Curl, Beach. Come on, Beach.
Okay, line.
That's good. Good shot.
It's good.
Good shot. Nice shot.
You're talking about nosing that, rolling out, it's not going to hurt them.
Yeah, it's either that or you throw a guard over here.
You could never risk over curling and jamming.
Like here? Yeah, I was thinking that, but even if it's a tight guard, it's pretty good.
Okay.
He peels what are we doing with these?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, like try to bury it enough so that he has to chase it.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, make it a guard though. Maybe
although again, he's going to try to feel this tight one. You have to get it right around this red, I think, right? Ideally.
Trying to bite it? Are we trying to bite?
No. Make it a guard.
Make it a guard. Okay.
Starting ours.
What kind of
Interesting.
Tight guard.
You think they'd go around again?
Bites, tight guard.
Okay.
I think they're hoping that Carruthers will go after the tight guard, maybe hit too much, roll to the middle for something to come around. Inside out peels late in the game, might get a little extra curl.
The ideal scenario here for the team that has to steal 2 is sit 3.
Yep.
He's curl it, guys.
Almost in.
Curl. Curl, Dan. Curl.
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 Okay.
What's smart about this is the intern
Okay,
double, the smart shot.
Just rip.
I like intern. Intern double.
Yeah. And if you miss it.
Rip.
Yeah. Intern, cross the face. Intern, cross the face.
Yeah.
Looks like it's about 2/3.
Not too much danger. You just have to be sharp enough not to nose this. Like anything on the inside, you might get them both. I don't think Reed called for both, but BJ's trying for both.
Yep.
BJ Neufeld, Catlin Schneider.
Good throw.
Get it out. Get it
Just
out.
drives it by, and
Good throw, Beach.
the shooter will go as well.
Nice try.
Just dead well it.
Okay.
I got a little light.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I got a little light.
Okay.
Freeze to the
Close. Line's good.
outside corner of the shot rock. I
Line's
think.
good.
It's running.
Line's good.
Wait's close.
Lock it on.
Play the weight. Line's perfect.
Line's perfect.
Can't bounce right now, but line's good.
Line's perfect.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
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 Right down to it.
Yep.
Yep.
Beauty. Nice.
That's very pretty. Shot rock, though, still is Carruthers.
It's over curled.
Or under curled.
I think they can get it across the top here.
Perfect.
They wanted it a little more on an angle.
Nope.
Hair thinner, hair less curl.
Yep.
Perfect
You
weight,
were
though.
talking-
Wow.
Oh my God, just so good.
Out turn.
If you draw a straight line
Yeah.
that way, and where the contact point, it is somewhere in here. So I think if they do it hard enough, it'll kick off. So now you get that 90-degree rule.
Yep.
Hard.
BJ,
Jackie, come on.
Newfield.
Go.
Hard.
Connor McEwen
Right up, Con.
trying to scatter. And right across he
shot.
goes.
Nice sweet shot.
Wow.
Throw beach.
No. I think you want to just be slightly over curled.
Over curled. But then doesn't it just fly into that one?
Wow. I mean, we got to hope for. You have to.
Okay.
It's that or freeze that one.
Hope he throws something up his ass. You can freeze
Not
that
even
one too. It
shot,
doesn't
though.
matter.
This one? Which one do you like?
You can freeze that one.
Well, it's going to be remembered, of course, for a very good game for Reed Carruthers, but it was the sixth. Let's be honest. That's where the difference was, looking for a possible 3, at least a 2, and then he gave up a steal of 2. It could not have gone any worse for McEwen. And so that's how they sit. It's the difference in the game. 6-4. Carruthers leads it. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
Or hope this rock stays, and then you can hit that one and it's hit 3 is my only thought. I don't know.
Okay.
This one?
It doesn't. Like, we need a miss out of him no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a straight gap.
We can freeze either one. Doesn't matter. We need a miss regardless.
That one?
What do you think?
I don't think he'll draw, so.
Kind of walks in this way, doesn't it? More than the out.
This one should curl a bit more than the out.
Is that or play the hit and roll underneath right now?
Sure. That works too.
We got a minute.
Can I make the hit and roll underneath? I think
this one?
Yes.
That's the shot.
That's the shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Board?
I think you need hack to make it.
You like? Yeah. Board. Just easy board. Just hack. Out turn. More ice.
The freeze is, well, we just watched it. It's so impossible to get it perfect.
And they have no timeout remaining, so that's their clock right now. So you see it tick down.
Offline, it does curl. As long as he's just hack.
Good.
Oh, no.
Girl.
A little extra speed here. Hard to get it to curl.
Just make the double, no?
Yeah, whatever you like.
Half rock? Yeah.
So a chance here with a double to run McEwen out of stones. Leads by 2. Reed Carruthers out of the granite in Winnipeg.
I think that's it.
You can, bud. Kind of weight round?
Feel.
We're in the beak?
No, we're going to make the
we're
double.
gonna Okay,
yeah.
sure. Love it.
Yep.
Hard.
Reed Carruthers at his first, looking for the double for the win.
Yep. Come on.
Catlin Schneider. Have you got it? Bang. And away it goes. And that will be it. And last year's runner-up is eliminated this year. Make the final 6-4 as Carruthers will advance to the Final Four. Hard to believe. Entering last night's play, McEwen was 7 straight wins, and then he dropped one to Jacobs, dropped one to Dunstone, and now he's lost it to Carruthers. And the number 10 ranked team in our country, Reed Carruthers, is through to the Final Four. So Carruthers will play in the 3-4 page playoff. That's another must-win. And he will play the winner of this one, Nova Scotia against Alberta. Nova Scotia, Owen Purcell from Halifax, playing Brad Jacobs from the Glencoe in Calgary, 8-6. It's Alberta leading, and they also do have Last Rock coming home, Kathy.
Yes, but Nova Scotia has a couple of stones corner frozen. Luke Saunders came around and his corner frozen to the stone on the lid, and Owen is trying to sit on top of that.
Team Velcro, Kathy. They're just freezing to everything.
They've done this the whole game. They have pushed Jacobs' team, and Jacobs' team has responded.
Skip Stones here in this 10th, and this is the 24-year-old rookie skip, Owen Purcell. Wow, look at that.
How good is that? These guys were down 5-1 after 3.
Yes, no quit.
Against one of the best front runners you'll ever see, and they made them earn it.
He's trying to play the yellow onto the 2 reds.
Yeah, which works, but you cannot see a ton of that yellow.
Brad Jacobs. Just trying to blow things up, is he?
Yellow onto the 2 reds will actually spill the reds.
Here we go. Hebert. Oh, he'll take the top one.
It wasn't his best throw.
And that gets some oohs and ahs from the sold-out crowd of 5,309.
We're just a little high.
I wonder if I could ever do something like. Good shot. Sit here.
Nova Scotia has already taken their timeout.
But that's against the loss.
Against the loss.
So, but if you make this.
If we make that, he throws a hit against 3. Nose hit on this.
Yeah, all he has to do is smash that and they're gone.
Okay, so
right?
you guys are seeing the double and roll here?
Well, he just has to nose this and he wins.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we can. Like, I feel like it's this. Like, just a little bit high.
Like that, Luke?
Yep.
I think you need a little bit of weight.
I think it's like hack.
Hack to a good hack.
Hack, and it's like 3/4 high.
Just make a line?
Yeah. Well, no, we're trying to line up the 2 and my shooter onto this 8 back in the back 8.
Yeah.
And then sit the 7 underneath the stagger.
You want me to roll this out?
Just 3/4 high with hack.
Okay.
We have to sit 3. We have to punch that enough to sit 3.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got lots of time, Owen. Just take your time, bud. You don't think there's any way we can make the double and roll in front?
Lots of time.
I thought they might just tap that back roll that way, and if you kick that yellow over into this area,
Shade more.
Yeah.
shooter rolls over here would be interesting.
Good hack, Owen.
I think they're going to tap the red, yellow.
Yes.
Try to get it lined up.
Take your time.
And they're sitting 3, and Brad might have to hit that yellow one that he just missed.
Wait's good.
12.
Close.
He's 81. His lead, Ryan Abraham, on the right, has thrown a perfect game so far. Scott Zachary. Luke Saunders calling line. Here we go. And pushing it back. Oh. A little more separation than they thought.
Yeah, 2 maybe hair lighter.
Good try, man.
Yeah, they wanted the shooter to stay just on the face of the red if they could.
Well, yeah, that's good, Mark.
What are they
no
looking
jams.
So I'm thinking like.
Yeah, that's fine.
2 choices, half the yellow, half the red. Dealer's choice here.
Ah, that's tough.
There's no jam. I don't think he can hit that red thin enough to.
And what has also been special about this game, Owen Purcell came in and said that Brad Jacobs reached out after he won and talked to him a little bit about what the Brier was like. So here's somebody during the game. I've listened in, and Brad said, to see Colton, he went around the outside on the next sheet. That's a good call on arena ice. This has been a little bit of mentoring as well.
Fantastic. What a great sport, Kath.
Nice path here, Cups. Yeah. You got it.
He's been pushed. And right now, the points are there to force an extra. Brad Jacobs. Gallant, rush, and away they go. And they will get 2 more. But they're on to the Final Four. Brad Jacobs wins it 10-6. And there you go. There's that little pat on the back and the extra word. And to Luke Saunders, outstanding game at third. And for Jacobs, that ends a 10-game playoff winless streak at the Briers as he picks up a big win after dropping a game to Team Canada earlier today. So this is what's ahead coming up tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Time. It will be Carruthers against Jacobs. And then at 9:30 tomorrow evening Eastern, Guju against Dunstone. The bonus there is the winner gets that trip all the way to Sunday's final. We're down to 4 at this year's Montana's Brier. The rookie pushed the gold medalist from 14, Owen Purcell of Halifax.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
Well, I'm sure someone's going to say and ask him about that 6th and the decision by Mike McEwen. Maybe not draw for the single. Instead, he went for the shot that might have got him a 3, and he gave up a steal of 2, and that was the difference. So now we're down to Final Four. And this is also must win. The 3-4 page playoff. And it is Carruthers against Brad Jacobs, who found his footing again after losing earlier today as he takes out Nova Scotia 10-6. What a day it's going to be tomorrow here in Kelowna. To the teams that are leaving us now, we say thank you very much for all your cooperation, and we wish you all safe travels until we see you again. Until we see you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. The Montana's Brier here in Kelowna on Canada's sports leader, TSN.